Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd House, my friends at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host, Mikey. Today is week number 5 and the finale of our study of Reality Blanket. In this particular one, we're going to be finishing off all of the rounds. The final diagram is available on the very next page from here. If you have the paid download, you can find that. And so we're going to work our way through being able to bring this to conclusion, starting off with the color B as in Bob, as we begin round number 39. Next, continue to use your 5mm size H crochet hook to begin. Let's begin round number 39 with the color B as in ball, and this is going to be a half double crochet round. I don't recall, but I think I'm using half double crochet because this color is getting really down to the minimum, so we wanted to use it all up pretty much by the end. So we're going to then slip stitch ourselves into a corner, just like that, chain 1, and you're going to apply 2 half double crochet into the same corner. So in this round, the corners are 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochet. So starting into all of the stitches all the way across, starting in your first one, if you're never sure, look for the legs. And so this is your first stitch, this is second, third, and you're just gonna half double crochet yourself all the way around. So on your corners that you'll have 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochet, and I need you to do this all the way around for round number 39, and I'll be right back in a moment. Finishing up round number 39 and just coming all the way back around and applying 2 half double crochet into the beginning corner, and then chain 2 and slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet. Okay, get rid of this color. We're moving on to the color C as in cat next for round number 40. So in the latest sections here, we're going to start returning back to these kind of stitches here, nice and quick and easy, so you don't have to burn too much time. And you're just going to start with a standing single crochet in the corner, and then chain 1, and then you know the drill, skip the first one, and then you were going to go in. So I'm just making sure that everything is looking proper for the way that the stitches went in. So here, this right here is part of the chain 1 that does not count as a stitch. So right here is the first stitch, here is the second. So it looks like there's 3 stitches, but there's technically only 2. So people with half double crochet in these stitch longs, that's where they'll end up screwing up, which is honestly where I would screw up too. So we're going to skip 1, single crochet the next, so that helps us to get started properly. Chain 1, skip the next one, single crochet the next. So if your counts are right, you'll be skipping the half double crochet before the corner, and then your corners will be 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. Please complete this round, round number 40. So coming to the end of the round, so you are skipping the last half double crochet before, and then you are going to chain 2 and slip stitch to the first single crochet. So moving on to E as an elephant for round number 41 next. Back to the color E for round number 41, and you're just going to attach with a standing single crochet in the very beginning, and then you're just going to maintain with what you already know. So chain 1, skip the first single crochet, go into the space. You've done this now many times, and I need you to do this all the way around. Your corners will be 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, and I'll see you at the end of this round, number 41. Coming up all the way around, just finishing up, chain 2 and slip stitch to the first single crochet. Get rid of this color and move on to the color D as in dog for round number 42 next. Moving on to number 42 with the color D as in dog, and you're just doing the same thing that you already did. So just attach with a standing single crochet, chain 1, skip to the next chain 1 space, single crochet, and then chain 1, and etc. You'll do this all the way around just like you had been before. 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet are your corners like before, and I'll see you at the end of the round in a few moments. Finishing up round number 42, just go into your corner, single crochet, chain 2, and slip stitch to the beginning single crochet. Moving on to round number 43 with the color E as an elephant next. Okay, round number 43 3 to attach with a standing single crochet again in a corner. It's exactly what you already been doing, and then chain 1 and single crochet into the next space after the first single crochet below. So it's exactly what you already know, and you're going to do that all the way around. Corners again, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. Please do this all the way around for round number 43. So coming up all the way around on round number 43, and we have our single crochet in the corner, chain 2, and slip stitch to the beginning single crochet. Moving on to round number 44 with the color D as in dog next. Round number 44, just attach with a slip stitch to the corner, and you're going to chain 3 and double crochet in. Nice easy round as always. And so you're going to apply 1 double crochet in each of the single crochets and each of the chain 1 spaces. Okay, don't forget those chain 1 spaces because it'll throw your counts out. So just 1 double crochet in each stitch or space all the way to the corner. Your corners will be 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and I need you to do this all the way around for round number 44, and I'll be right back in a moment. I'm finishing up round number 44 with those double crochets in, and there will be 2 double crochet in the beginning corner. Chain 2 and slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. Okay, so let's move on to round number 45 with the color A is an apple next. Okay, moving on to round number 45 with the color A. I noticed in the diagram that there's 2 44s in a row. So the second one is obviously 45, and then the last round is 46 in the diagram for those that have paid for that. So we're going to begin with a standing single crochet into the corner, and a fabulous round of just 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way to the next corner. Your corners will be 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, and you'll do this all the way around for round number 45. And I'll be right back in a moment. Coming all the way back around, just a single crochet in each stitch, and then just apply 1 single crochet into the final corner, chain 2, and slip stitch to the beginning single crochet. So we're moving on to round number 46, which is the final round, using the color B as in Bob or ball, and I'll be right back in a moment. So let's begin your final round number 46. We have to watch how we finish this round, so that's something that you'll have to pay attention to when you get back around. But you're going to start right on the corner, and you are going to apply a standing single crochet. And before you move out of the corner, apply 2 more single crochets into the corner. So we have that in. Okay, so each corner is 3 single crochets. So starting in your very first stitch, you were going to slip stitch. So through and through. Provide a little bit of extra slack so that you don't over tighten. And this is going to make this round stand in front and thicken up the edge on the side. Okay, so you can see that it doesn't go on the top of the stitch because the slip stitching, it stays on the front. So when you hit your corner, as I mentioned, 3 single crochets, and then continue on just slip stitching in each stitch all the way. So just be very consistent about that, because you have a tendency with a slip stitch to be too tight. At least I do. I don't know about you, but you can let me know in the comments. So please go all the way around, and I'll show you how to finish this round so that it looks consistent, so that you don't end up with a bulge that stands out like a sore thumb at the end. And I will see you at the end of the round to finish off this blanket. I'm coming to the conclusion at the end, and I do not want to slip stitch. If you do that with the ending of your blanket, you always end up with a lump. And so what I want to do is I want to finish this off in a way that it blends better. So that was my very last stitch. So I'm going to trim this yarn long enough so I can put it through a tapestry needle, and I'm going to pull this yarn completely out like this. So it's leaving a gap between the first one and here. And I'm going to take that tapestry needle and I'm going to put it on. And I want you to pay attention to where this is coming out of the stitch right here. I'm just going to provide a little bit more slack. See how it's coming out of the center? We want to pay attention to that. So here, when the stitches join each other, they join underneath the two loops. So I'm going to come from the back of it, and I'm going to come forward. Don't pull it completely tight yet. Just pull the loose end. And what I want to do is that I want to match the distance of the way that these stitches look. And right where this is coming out of the middle, I want to go back through there and go right to the back of the blanket and through. And when I pull on that, I want to pull so that the distance of this loop looks the same. See? And so on the back side here, very carefully, you were just going to just tie it into a little mini knot around one of the strands to trap it from loosening off. And then just use your tapestry needle and weave this in through the stitches. Don't allow that needle to get to the good side of the work, because it's pointless if you're gonna not do that. Okay, and then, so that was through once, a slightly different path again. I can tell I'm not going all the way through experience with my hands. Okay, so that was twice, and then 3 times is the charm. So when you're separating these stitches, these strands, don't be afraid to go and split plies apart. It's harder for this thing to come out when you split plies. And so now you can safely cut that down. And so therefore you would have the ending that will look like this, and you will not be able to tell that this is where you started and stopped your rounds when you do it in that manner. So this is it for now, and I will see you on the next stitch along. If you're posting your ideas or your finished projects, use our hashtag of the crochet crowd. You can also use Yarnspo for your inspirations, or hashtag stitch along. That's it for now, and we hope you've enjoyed our stitch along presentation. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.